Right, it's just not that great.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Rolling.
Rolling. We're just talking about the upgrade with the iPhone and the new iOS 7. You know, and we don't want to be negative about it, but we're just.
Negative Nelly. She's negative Nelly.
I'm not trying to be negative Nelly, but it's not my favorite upgrade.
I did
ever.
like it until she started telling me how bad it was.
Oh,
now
shoot.
Now I'm all upset.
Oh, great. The
I'm gonna throw my phone out.
The last thing I want to do is upset Chris Weidman. Let me tell you that right now. Joined by, none other than the mother effer that knocked Anderson Silva the F out. Okay? Put that on a billboard. Like, that is what's up. So, welcome, and thank you for coming on. It's so cool to have you in studio, UFC fighter Chris Weidman. So, please talk to me about the fight. Going up to it, with your training, was it any different than other fighters you fought because it was Anderson Silva and the pressure was so on?
As far as the pressure, not really. You know, it was one of those things where it was a huge opportunity, like a lot of the other fights I've had, and it was just, it's all about just training hard. And then once you get to the cage, it's not really that much pressure anymore. If you just put that pressure on you out through the whole camp, you know, and obviously we had to get used to the taunting stuff, you know, before the fight. So we had guys who I was sparring with, they were putting their hands down, talking trash to me.
Good.
Getting used to that.
I was gonna say.
It never really bothered me. It didn't bother me at all
No?
during the camp. But when I got in the cage and he started doing it, I'm like, it started pissing me off a little bit.
Did it?
It ended up working out for me that he pissed me off.
Do you think that had something to do with you knocking him the F
Yeah,
out?
it did.
Really?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So maybe he regrets that now.
Yeah, I'm sure he does regret it, but he has a second chance on December 28th.
Does he?
He does.
Woo!
Rematch.
Woo, woo, woo! I didn't know the exact date on that. December 28th. Where's that happening?
MGM Vegas.
Sweet! Oh, can I please be there? Clear Channel, please. Clear
We
Channel
need her
gods.
there. We need
Send
her
me.
there.
Send me to.
I refuse to fight unless she's there.
Send me to there. Oh, Eddie and I saw you fight Anderson Silva live, and it was, it was something else.
Oh, you were actually there for
We
it?
were there.
Oh,
we were
awesome.
in the arena. So what was...
Did you have a Brazilian flag or did you have a
What do you
American
think?
flag? I don't know.
What do you think? American flag all day. Now, I will say that Anderson Silva, obviously, everyone was like, oh, well, no one can beat Silva. No one can beat Silva. But I had heard, like, if there's one person that's going to beat him, it would be you. And so when you were in the cage with him, what kind of things was he saying to you when he was taunting you?
It's pretty much the same thing over and over again. It was, no wrestling, because I'm a better wrestler. So no wrestling, stand-up fight. People here, stand-up fight.
Really?
Put down a show. Let's give him a show or something like that.
Wow.
And that was pretty much it, No wrestling. That just kept
No
yelling
wrestling.
at that,
Huh. How interesting.
Yeah.
And leading up to it, had you guys had any communication or talking, or were you friends, or did you know him?
No, not really. He kind of, the way our relationship is pretty much the way our relationship is pretty much everybody's relationship with him. He's kind of like.
He thinks he's better than everyone.
Yeah. So no one really gets to know him. Everyone. He has 2 assistants you have to get through, and his personal security guard has 2 assistants, and you finally get to talk to him.
Wow.
So I never got the pleasure of getting through all those people and getting to talk to him before the fight.
Yeah. And then when you actually got in the cage with him, what was going through your mind? Were you like, you know what, I actually have a shot at this. I'm going to beat this guy. Were you like, what mentally is going through your mind right before you start to fight Anderson Silva for the freaking title?
I was very confident going to this fight.
You looked confident.
I just honestly, I was going in there and I was going to try to finish him. I knew I could beat him.
Did you really? So you?
Oh, I knew.
You
I
did.
knew it was happening. And actually,
Awesome.
one of the things that I thought about when he was getting into the cage, he's one of those guys who walks around with like a 50-person entourage wherever we go, and they're posturing, they're trying to stare me down wherever we go, and I got like my 4 guys with me.
Yeah.
And
his posse right here. I'm just kidding.
There you
Go ahead and show Andy. There's his posse.
There they go.
There's his security guards. No.
Bad boy.
Bad boy represent all day.
So I kind of thought of, when you have that many people around you, I almost think it's like an insecurity thing. You need that many people to make you feel comfortable. So when he was saying bye to his coaches and his entourage, I remember when I was already in the cage waiting for him, I remember thinking, all right, now it's just me and you, buddy. Get in here. Now look at me. I'm right here.
Wow.
I was very confident.
Yeah. And then after you knocked him the F out, how did he treat you? Did he say anything to you in the cage? Was he respectful? And what about since then? Do you have a relationship now, or has that been it?
No, very respectful after the cage.
Was
he? And I was obviously I have a lot of respect for him too.
Sure,
everything he's
good.
done, so,
yeah.
Wow, very respectful. I love you, this and that. Once you share, once you have a fight with somebody, the amount of time and effort that goes into the fight, you just have a lot of respect for anybody you get in the cage with. So
he was very cool.
very
after
respectful.
You
oh yeah,
knocked him the F
I
out.
mean, you have to realize also people like he's being asked questions afterwards. Everyone's taking it, for his
Everyone's
words.
freaking out.
Yeah, everyone's freaking out. But
Yeah.
he was just knocked out for the first time in his career. He just lost for the first time in his career in the UFC, and he wasn't thinking straight anyway. But.
Sure.
And then since
and
then
you
we
knocked him the F out.
Yeah,
So yeah.
if you didn't hear it yet. But so then we just did a world tour with each other, which was we had like about 4 stare downs, and we got to hang out. We got to. It was a little awkward at first, we went to 8 different cities in 7 days.
Holy cow!
8 and 9 days.
And was it just kind of a press conference, or?
Yeah, it was press. It was different in each city. So, one city might be a Q&A.
Cool.
Then we'll do a stare down. The other cities.
What's a stare down?
Conference. You get in each other's face.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Just look at each other in the eyes.
Yeah.
And people take pictures.
Yeah.
Pretty much it.
That sounds pretty easy.
Yeah,
that's an easy part of the job. So how has
Until you
your
get kissed.
Yeah.
Because he kissed me actually.
I know.
Oh, we kissed each other.
Where did that come
we
from?
both didn't pucker up, so it doesn't count as a kiss. But people thought it was a kiss.
Yeah, but who initiated that, and where did that come from? When you guys were doing the weigh-ins, and you guys looked like you were going to kiss before the fight.
Most guys put their hands up for stare downs and stuff
Right.
like that. I guess both of us don't, so we just we're right in each other's grill. I step forward. Then he's like, this young guy's not getting my face. He steps forward. Next thing I know, we're about the same height. Our lips touched. And they did all the slow. Everybody edited it and made it look. They put music to it. And it's actually hysterical. Some of the pieces I've seen. You should put it on this webisode or whatever.
It's definitely a webisode.
Yeah, throw it in there.
Yeah, I'll throw it in there, Des. Yeah. That's really cool. I did think it was awesome when you did knock him, the F out, in the cage. How the whole place erupted in favor of you. That must have been a really cool feeling.
It was crazy, because I was getting booed when I came there.
Yeah.
And, I had a lot of support there, but he definitely had more support. He had a lot of Brazilian fans there, and then a lot of American fans that love him.
Right.
I'm very new in the sport. I don't have as many fans as him yet, so I
you
understood that. I expected it.
Yeah.
But after I knocked him out, it was just the place was. It went.
See how quickly people will shift?
Oh yeah, real fast.
Like that. You just got 100,000 more fans. Yep. Like that. Or probably more, actually, considering the pay-per-views, people watching. Like 1 million more fans. Like that. Oh yeah. They're your #1 fans now.
Everybody is.
How has your life changed, real quick, and we'll wrap up. How has your life changed since the fight? Since beating Anderson freaking Silva.
I guess a lot of traveling.
I bet girls are just like, hi.
Oh, they're obsessed with me.
Yeah.
Just nothing different than usual. But, a lot of traveling. I actually just bought a new house, which is nice, so we get a little bit more money being a champ, so I'm able to do that, which is nice.
Good.
And, I don't know, other than that, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah? Really hasn't changed?
I got the same people around me. I got my family.
Yeah.
I got my coaches. I got my really... I got a great support system.
Are you gonna...
No matter what, it doesn't change. They still make fun of me. I make fun of them, and no matter if I'm the champ or not. So it's good to keep me grounded.
No, it keeps you humble. Okay, fine. One more question. Are you going to change anything in your training? And then we're going to go on air and interview him. So make sure to watch the interview of that, too. Because I could talk to him all day. Freaking Chris Weidman. So when you fight again Anderson Silva, December 28th at the MGM in Las Vegas, are you training any differently? Are you going to do anything differently leading up to this fight, this rematch?
Not really, no. Just work hard.
Cool. I like your mentality. Just stay focused and stay humble and freaking F people up.
Yeah.
Knock people the F out. Cool. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Pleasure to meet you. Freaking out! Did I keep it cool? Was I like not geeking out too much?